Beat It AT, what up? Beat It AT, what up? Beat It
What is going on, my brodies? In this video I'm going to be showing you guys how to remake a beat of your choice. More specifically, how to remake a beat and then turn it into something your own. The whole purpose of this is not for other producers to rip off other producers, but rather producers learning to use the tools they have to make a beat that they want to make a similar style to or similar beat to. So for this, I actually had a client. She's a rapper. She wanted a Slim Thug type beat. For those of you guys, for those of you that don't know, Slim Thug is a older artist. This song that she was wanting a particular style to is about like 9 years old. 9 to 10 years old. So the beat was actually kind of like an older style trap beat. However, so it had more room for it to level up, as well as we were able to remake it easier, because I mean it's a more simpler beat. Back when they made this beat, they didn't have a lot of, I guess, tools at hand to make very intricate beats. So with that said, I'm gonna show you guys two tools that I use whenever I'm trying to remake a beat or make a beat in a specific style. The tools I use is I'll always Google the song, the artist and the song name, and type in BPM and key. That's beats per minute in the key of the song. Let me go back. That's not the one we wanted. So right here is the song Thug by Slim Thug. That's the song. So I'm gonna click that. So this website is called TuneBat. So it's telling me it's a D flat minor, and it should tell me 156 BPM. Yep, 156 BPM. Then the other tool I would use is WhoSampled.com, just to see if that song was sampled at all. Because if it was, we would need those samples. Probably, depending on the beat, we'll need those samples in creating that beat. And for this Slim Thug beat, there's actually like a voice sample that this artist actually wanted. Now the thing is, it is a sample, so anyone can sample it. Now it's gonna be obvious that we've kind of referenced this song. However, I think that was what our client was wanting. She's kind of like wanting a remix / her own version of Slim Thug's Thug. So that's why we even bothered to do this. I've also figured it'll be a good YouTube video, as it would show you guys how the process would be if you were trying to replicate a beat. So if I pulled up the song, and it's Slim Thug's Thug, and it says contains two samples, Easy Does It and Temptations. Now Easy Does It is an Eazy-E song. That's actually where the voice sample is from. So I'm not going to play Slim Thug's Thug song because I don't want to get copyrighted for this video, but I would suggest you guys to go play it. I will play the instrumental to it, I guess. I do have it. So remember, we did say it was D flat. So in Edison, I dropped in the original beat. So that's pretty much the beat, and it just loops over. And I did a detect pitch region by selecting all, and then go into detect pitch region under region. That's going to give me all of these pitch regions. So now I have a lot of information to work from. I have the BPM, I have the key, I have the original beat. Like, really, it's plug and play at this point. So I set the BPM to the project to 156. Here's original beat, so we get an idea of when the drop is, kind of like, and I can go back and forth and listen to my beat, my version, and using the original and like reference it so I can make sure I get all the elements correct. So over here, now I will say this does use up a lot of CPU, so I'm gonna, maybe if I turn something off.
He was once a thug from around the way.
Beat it AT, what up?
Those bells are when I start running into CPU issues. Let me see if we can put. Yeah, it's the atmosphere. I apologize. But you guys can see how we added the different elements. If I pull up this. When Tony and I were inputting the melody, we went over to the helpers scale highlighting in D flat or C sharp. And so that will give us pretty much all the notes in which, or it will highlight all the notes in which we should plug in for the melodies. And as you can see, everything fits into there. And really, it was just about going back and forth, right-clicking the sample, and then pulling this back up. But it wasn't like it was really easy job. I mean, we can listen to the original beat and identify all the sounds. The obvious hi-hat, the obvious snare and clap, kick, this main lead, this pizzicato string. Now we added a choir, we added better mixing, more drums, the string, the actual orchestral strings we did were better. So, and then for the outro, we did something completely different. I'll go ahead and play the beat during this video so you guys actually hear the full like remake beat. So if you guys hear that backtrack, that's what you guys hear. With that said, the drums, I'll just pull up all the files so you guys can see, because really whatever beat you do is going to be different than this beat. Obviously if you guys pick a different beat or song to replicate, the process is going to be the same. However, what you add and might change is going to be different. So understanding what you're hearing is probably the most beneficial thing. And with that, the resources I showed you earlier by telling you the BPM, the key, and if there's any samples, you should be able to like cut out any way or any problems of figuring out the fundamentals of that song, which will pretty much define the success of making that song. Because if it's really hard, if you don't have the right BPM, it'll be hard to figure out the right sections, the right drops. When you play it back and go back and forth, it won't be on beat or on time, which is really important. So I'll just pull up what the I mean, that's really it for those. So here's the violins, just a nexus. Long sustaining notes. As you can tell, it's really hard to distinguish each one, making it clear that they're really similar. Should probably mute that.
He was once
So really easy beat. The bells, I'll pull up the bells as Atmosphere. They'd be using up so much CPU. Gotta give it a second while it loads. There we go. In Memoriam. The popular. So only doing that because I'm doing the screen recording while doing this. I probably should have balanced it, but I mean, yeah, that's really it. Figuring out that key, the BPM, and then understanding what sounds are in it are essential. And from there, it's just getting that beat or that song if you can't find the instrumental. Put it in your project, and then go back and forth on referencing what you're doing and making the beat. So then you actually kind of understand, like, oh, here's where the clap is, here's where this effect comes in, here's when the chorus hits. So that's why we structured it hook, verse, intro, outro, because it was easy to pinpoint each section, and it's just pretty much copy and paste now. So yeah, this is Andrew of Beat It AT Production and Publishing. If you guys benefited from this video in any way, like what I do, be sure to subscribe, hit the like button. When you guys subscribe, be sure to click the push bell notification so you guys are notified whenever we drop a video. We drop a lot of videos. So thank you guys. See you guys soon.